they've been brainwashed, Joy. I really believe that they have been brainwashed by this misinformation campaign.
A Bernie Sanders staffer was caught on undercover camera saying that Trump voters should be sent to re-education camps.
The question is, how are we going to really almost deprogram these people who have signed up for the cult of Trump?
Addressing white supremacists, that we had programs, federal programs, that went towards funding organizations like these that de-radicalized people. And President Trump pulled the plug on federal funding for some of these programs. And so one thing that we know is that we have to get that funding right back up, and we probably need to double, triple, quadruple, or increase funding for these de-radicalization programs.
There are millions of people who believe that the election was rigged. So how do you de-radicalize these people?
I have decided we really need camps for adults. And
there are millions of Americans, almost all white, almost all Republicans, who somehow need to be deprogrammed.
Joining us now is Stephen Hassan. He's a mental health professional who has been helping deprogram people out of cults for decades. He's also the author of The Cult of Trump.
It's as if they are members of a cult, the Trumpist cult, and who have to be deprogrammed.
How do you begin to deprogram them?
Once we educate them, we coach them on how to interact and empower the person to start.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh my gosh, I am so upset. I'm just like, oh, I didn't even know there was gonna be a camera crew here today. You need to let those children go. Oh my gosh, I can't take it. I'm gonna faint. Let those children go.
You seem to replace your brain with your heart. You take things so hard and then you fall apart. You try to explain, but before you can start, those crybaby tears come out of the dark. Someone's turning the handle to the faucet in your eyes. You pour it out where everyone can see. Your heart's too big for your body, it's why you won't fit inside. You pour it out where everyone can see. They call you cry baby, but you don't fucking care. Cry baby, so you laugh through your tears. Cry baby, 'cause you don't fucking care. Tears fall to the ground, you just let them drown. You just let them drown. Cry baby.
This is a DNC member, as you said. He's also the leader of the California Democrats, and he is suggesting that over half our country needs to be reprogrammed. Not just 75 million people that voted for Trump, but the conservatives in this country.
That this counter-revolution could best be guarded against by creating and establishing re-education centers in the Southwest, where we would take all the people who needed to be re-educated into the new way of thinking and teach them how things were going to be. I ask, well, what is going to happen to those people that we can't re-educate, that are die-hard capitalists? And the reply was that they'd have to be eliminated. And when I pursued this further, they estimated that they would have to eliminate 25 million people in these re-education centers. And when I say eliminate, I mean kill. 25 million people.
So part of it is we have to break through our kind of private idea that kids belong to their parents or kids belong to their families, and recognize that kids belong to whole communities. Once it's everybody's responsibility and not just the households, then we start making better investments.
Students at Harvard now want to set up kind of re-education camps and moral rehabilitation centers and institutions for vetting people who had the chutzpah to work in the Trump administration.
Resist the change, because that's a big deal.
Well, I'll tell you what, in Cuba, what do they do to reactionaries?
They shot him on the beach.
I'm going to buy rooms to go through all the Republican voters and Homeland Security with different children. How about that? And we'll put them into re-education camps.
Bottom line is all of America needs deprogramming because we've all been negatively influenced by Donald Trump.